People, will you continue wearing masks even after this pandemic ends? And why? So bank cams don't see my face. I can mouth words to a song in public without letting anyone know I'm doing that, so yeah. If I am sick, yes. Maybe if I can predict pollen stuff. Definitely did not have allergy issues this year because of wearing masks. I live in the Caribbean. We suffer from terrible dust in the air that blows across from the Sahara Desert. I considered buying a shamog to protect myself during these times of the year. But wearing a mask has done the job. Short answer. Yes. I read someone's comment on another thread that they wear a mask because they had chemo and their immune system was compromised. Before COVID-19, people would question them and even tell them point blank to take the mask off because they were somehow offended by the mask. On airplanes, strangers would tell the flight attendant that the mask wearer was trying to hide their face for nefarious reasons. This person was sick. What kind of false entitlement do you have to berate a chemo patient? Yes. During flu season or when I'm not feeling well. Just found out I have chronic neutropenia, so I am susceptible to bacterial infections specifically, so I will take extra precautions. Don't want a viral infection to tax my system and cause me issues. Yes. I grew a mustache. It looks dreadful to most people. Think 2 caterpillars slowly climbing my upper lip. Because I have a scar directly under my nose where hair does not grow. I find it hilarious every time I look in the mirror. I may transition it to the Hetfield 93 down the chin stash at some point. Edit for those asking. Not a cleft palate. Went over the handlebars of my bike when I was a kid. My face broke my fall. Top lip was separated from the under my nose. You could look in and see my gums. I will if I have to go out and I'm sick, like with the common cold or something. Other than that, no. I've been wearing masks much before COVID actually. Pollution in my city is equal to smoking 2 packs of cigarettes daily. For ref, it is at an average of around 440 AQI, whereas healthy air remains between 0 to 50 AQI. Edit. People who are asking. Yes. I'm in Delhi RN. It's going to feel like we're naked the first time we go into the grocery store or mall without a mask. Probably not for regular use. But since I have them now, I will probably try to follow Japan's lead and wear one in the future if I feel sick. Seems like a nice thing to become common courtesy if we can manage the cultural shift. I always thought I should be when I worked in food service. Ditto for when I worked in a microbiology lab. I hope this stays in some industries. Is nice and warm. And hides my ugliness. I live in London. And the air quality in the tube is horrendous, enough to make my eyes sting on the Victoria line. When they built some of the lines, they didn't think to put in ventilation shafts. So yes, I would on the tube. You're basically hotboxing pollution, dust, and disease every time you take one of these older lines. Edit. Jesus won. 5K upvotes. Am I famous now? Edit. I should clarify, I wear an N95 mask. For all those people saying it's not that bad. FT. Content 6F381 Ad 4FEF 711E9 B59 E49 B2A 136 B8D. Yes, because I need to rob a bank. No. Cause it fogs up my glasses and I can't see shit. Kathmandu is dusty as shit. Used to wear masks before the pandemic too. Yes, possibly during flu season. I've noticed a lot more people than I thought are nasty AF. I work at an airport and people in general are disgusting. Virus or no virus. I probably will when I'm feeling sick like they do in other countries. I've always thought that it was polite and a good custom. Now that masks may be more common in America, it'd be nice to not need to work from home every time I have the sniffles. I'm gonna ride this mask train as long as I reasonably can. It's been 9 months since a stranger told me I should smile. I never appreciated how much those weekly comments weighed me down until I was suddenly free of them. And guess what? I smile a lot more behind my mask. There is a guy in my town that goes apeshit when he sees me in my mask. Not sure why it bothers him. For this small pleasure I will keep my mask on. I love how less random teenage boys talk to me when I wear it. No. So my acne can finally go away again like it was before this pandemic. I didn't realize this until last week honestly, but those masks are really good outside in the cold. I've always struggled with scarves. Honestly. I look like the before black and white video on one of those infomercials with scarves but a nice warm mask walking to lunch by my work. Yes, please. I used to travel to conventions several times a year before COVID. I never wore a mask then. Now I think I will when I'm out in the crowded areas once the conventions start back up. That way I don't get a cold after every convention lol. In flu season. I will. Or if any respiratory bug is going around. This year has taught me that we're not taking respiratory infections seriously enough in general. A great many deaths could be prevented by reducing transmission of the flu especially. Also, a great deal of discomfort, medical expenses, days off work, etc., could be prevented if we just took very simple measures to reduce transmission of rhinovirus, norovirus, and other viruses that are lumped together as the common cold.